Superboy, the Man of Tomorrow, number 5. If you've been following along, then you know that I've been loving this series. Connor Kent was never anyone I was really dying over. I actually like Superboy, who is like Kal-El when he's young. That's the real Superboy. Pre-Crisis Superboy is a comic series. I'm trying to collect all of them. I'm trying to get them all. Anything, and especially the stuff with the Legion. If you know, every Monday night is the Legion live stream. Please join us on that. It's great. We're going through all the Legion superhero appearances. But Superboy is a big important part of that, and I love it. But when this series started, I grabbed it because it's a Superman-related title, and I really fell in love with it, and it continues to be really good. I'm going to review this using my space system: story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best you can get in any category. I'm ranking this versus the other issues of this series, plus also modern Superman comics. I'm not comparing this to, Watchmen or V for Vendetta or something like that. Or Starman. I'm going to mention Starman because I love that series. That was great. I'm going to give the storyline a 1.5 out of 2. I love the storyline here with Superboy going off to another world, trying to help people. And I'll get to characters. He's doing it for himself a little bit, but also he does want to help people and he wants to feel needed. I kind of like that. It's a little bit different. It gives a little bit of nuance to him. These guys here give him some hope. So he was defeated by Trav and left for dead in the last issue. These guys help him revive him. They reconstruct his little communicator device. The reason I didn't give it a full 2 is that I kind of lost a little bit of exactly what was going on. Trav came in and he's trying to kill Dominator X, and he doesn't like Superboy, and they kind of have a bit of a fight. It is good. Like, if someone gave the storyline a perfect score, I'd be like, yeah, it's fine because there's a lot going on. I just it just lost a little steam for me because I'm like, well, Superboy's just going to defeat him, and then it all leads up to this thing that happens at the end. So it felt a bit like they could have just maybe done a couple more things, but still above average story. I really liked it a lot. Pacing, 2 out of 2. These are very fast-paced comics, lots of battling, a lot of great, just back and forth. It gets right into it. There's a little bit of, okay, they revive Superboy. He gets kind of his, oomph back and goes right after Trav, and then there's a fight. So great pacing. Artistry, I really like the art in this comic a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 2 for art, man. I don't know. I really like the art here. Again, I'm not saying this art is better than Jack Kirby or Alex Ross or Neil Adams or something like that. I'm just saying that for this comic, it all just kind of fits together. It is slightly panely, so I could knock some points off for the panels. But I don't mind the panels sometimes. It just depends. And again, they do this kind of thing in Gunslinger Spawn, which is like my favorite art. But it's just sometimes if it works, it works. So there you go. Characters, I'm going to give it a 1.5 for the characters. Superboy, perfect. Love him in this series. Trav is okay. He's a villain. I feel like he's pretty good. So I'm giving I'm giving a 1 point for Superboy himself. He's awesome in this. I'm giving a 0.5 for Trav and the other characters. They're okay. I didn't give it a full thing because I didn't feel the villainy. I feel that Infinity guy or Dominator X or I don't even remember exactly what the name is. So I feel that he's kind of weak. It's not like I'm like, yeah, I want to see Superboy defeat this guy. I'm just like, okay, he'll defeat him, I guess, right? So I can't give a perfect score for that, but I do really like the representation of Superboy in this comic, so I'm giving it a 1.5. For enjoyment factor, I'm going to give this a 1.5. I really enjoyed this comic. I continue to enjoy Superboy, so I'm giving this an 8.5 out of 10 with a potential to go to 9 out of 10 because I do really like it a lot. I'm trying to be a bit more objective here because now there is 5 issues. Like, when it started out, there's only a few, so it's like, let's see where it's going. I now see where it's going. It should be concluding in the next issue. I don't know if this is a mini-series or if this is ongoing. If it's a mini-series, I suspect the conclusion is the next issue based on what we saw here, which won't be any spoilers. So there you go, 8.5 out of 10. Let me know what you thought in the comments. If you're seeing this video on YouTube, you could have seen it a few days early if you joined me on Patreon. It's patreon.com/jman77. I want to thank the patrons I do have. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. And I know some people can't do monthly commitments. That's totally fine. I do have a tip jar if you enjoy this kind of content and you want to support the channel, but not as a monthly supporter. That's totally cool. If you can't do that, that's also cool. Join us on the live streams. We have a lot of fun on those. We're talking about Jack Kirby's Fourth World every Friday. We're doing Transformer comics and cartoons on Thursdays, not every Thursday, but usually maybe every other Thursday, and every Monday is Legion of Superheroes. So those are the consistent streams. But anyway, like and comment. Let me know what you thought about Superboy. All right, until next time.